It was really kind of gross.
What? Hey guys, we are back
To talk about eyesight. So we made a video about Chen's experience with her eye surgery, which her eyes were much worse than mine, so she had to get a different kind of lens implant eye surgery thing. So if you are wondering about her experience, you can go check out her video. Right now, I'm going to talk about my experience with LASIK with an eye. So I went to the same place that she went.
in Gangnam.
In Gangnam, yeah. It's like right outside Gangnam Station. If you like want to look there, you know, there's so many eye clinics up, like right outside Gangnam Station.
If you literally walk out,
Yeah.
there's like 10.
Yeah. Really. And I feel like most big places in Gangnam, medical wise, they're all pretty like good and standard. I actually, this morning I had my 1 month checkup and I still have 20/20 vision, so that's good. But
What was your eyesight previously?
my eyesight was -2 in my left eye and -1.5 in my right eye.
Wow.
So not
Can't relate to that.
but I couldn't live without glasses or contacts because I couldn't read things. Yeah, I wore dailies and I started wearing glasses in 3rd grade. So it's been a while since I've had to wear glasses or contacts every day, which is just annoying. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get LASIK. I actually did everything on the same day. So I set up a consultation and they were like, just don't wear contacts for a week before the consultation. So I did that, and then I go in. They checked my eyesight, and then I saw the doctor, and he was like, since your eyes aren't that bad, it was something about like the thickness of your cornea. If your cornea is not thick enough, then you have to get the LASEK with the E, and that's where they like cut off a top layer and then your eye like regenerates back. But he was like, your cornea is thick enough so you can just get the LASIK, which is the one that's kind of like the easiest. The pain is less, the recovery time is literally just like that 1 day. There's also a translator there. He spoke English, but I think he didn't want to have to explain everything himself. So I went with the translator and she showed me like a little PowerPoint, because I did get the choice of LASIK or LASEK. And she told me all like the benefits and the pros and cons and all that.
And I will say, I know there's a lot of places where if they include English service or a translator, it becomes way more expensive. But there are places where they include it, and it's still the same price as what like an average Korean person would pay. So don't always be scared that because you have to get English, it's gonna be way more expensive. There are places that don't do that.
So yeah, she explained everything, and then I was like, well, I'd like to get LASIK. And she was like, okay, sounds good. So we went, she took me down to the pharmacy, like on the 1st floor. I got my eye drops and everything I needed, and the goggles that I would have to wear.
Okay, can I point out, okay, if you watch my video, you'll see that they gave me just the clear lens pods, and then they put like body tape over my eyes. She got straight up actual goggles.
Real goggles.
And her surgery was way less invasive than mine.
Yeah.
I'm not salty, it's fine.
Yeah, so I got the goggles, and like it was like 3 or 4 different types of eye drops, and then they took me upstairs to the surgery room, and I literally did everything that same day. And then I went in, and it was like a very dim lit room, and I laid down, and it was the same doctor. He was like, are you nervous? And I was like, a little. And he was like, don't worry. I was like, okay. Thanks.
Really helped with the moral support.
Yeah. Don't be nervous. Put like the numbing drops in my eye, and there was another one. They like opened up my eyes with like the little clampy thing, so I couldn't blink. So with the LASIK, they have to cut a flap in your eye inside your cornea, so then they can do the laser inside. So he did the flap, and that only took like a few seconds, and then he did the other one, and then they moved my bed to like the other laser, because with LASIK there's 2 lasers involved. So then the second laser, he was like, okay, I'm gonna lift the flap up. I was like, what does that mean? But then you can literally see he's like using this little like tweezer looking thing, and you can see little layers of your cornea being like pulled up. And then it was like 5 seconds of the laser. It's just like a red light, like you don't really feel much of anything. You're just like staring at the red light. And then he was like, okay, putting the flap down. It was really kind of gross. And then he did the other one, and then they put these like protective, they were like contact lenses, but they're like thicker, and they were just like to protect my eyes. So he put those in there. He was like, congratulations. But like immediately after that, it was a little blurry, but I could see. Like, I could tell that my vision was going to be perfect. I went back down, Chen was there waiting, and
I was studying.
Yeah, like there was, for me, because LASIK is very easy and painless for the most part, like I was fine after. The numbing drops were still working, but like we went out to eat. We went to a restaurant nearby, but then by the time we were finished eating, which was maybe like 25-30 minutes later,
she was like, we're taking a cab.
The numbing drops started wearing off, and like my eyes got really watery, and I started getting a headache, and they were like, it was hard to keep them open because even like with my sunglasses, the light was just like too bright. It felt like when you have something in your eye, like a little piece of dirt or something, plus when you get soap in your eye, but you can't touch your eyes at all because with LASIK there's like still the flap, and it takes like a day or two for it to completely heal all the way. I went home and I laid down and I had to wear the little goggles. I had to wear them for a week every time I went to sleep, so nothing got in my eye. I didn't like rub my eye whenever I was sleeping, and I had to like use the different types of eye drops throughout the day. The protective lenses, you have to go back the next morning after the surgery, and that you literally just go in and they take the protective lenses out and then you're good. After that, I had a 1-week checkup and he was like, everything's good, and then he changed my eye drops to like less eye drops, and then I had my month checkup today and he was like, everything's good and I have no more eye drops, and my eyesight's perfect. So
you also had a little blood vessel going.
Oh, I have several blood vessels on the sides of my eyes that are thicker, and one in this side popped whenever he was doing the LASIK. So I had like a red dot in my eye, and all my kids at school, they were like, what happened to your eye? And I was like, I got lasers in my eye. And they're like, lasers in your eyes?
But that wasn't like a medical mishap. It's just
no. Yeah. It's just my eyes.
Yeah. So don't worry if that happens, guys. It's perfectly normal.
Yeah. Oh, should I say the price?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For the LASIK, it was 1.3 million won, which converts to maybe around 1,000 to 1,100 USD, something like that. That was total for both eyes, so much cheaper than back home.
What would it have been if you gotten the other one?
LASEK?
Yeah. LASEK
was cheaper than LASIK, but I'm pretty sure it was 1 million won.
So there you go. It's like $1,000 and you have perfect vision.
Yep.
Alright guys, let us know if you have any more questions down in the comments below. Don't forget to
like, comment, and subscribe.
I'll see you next one.
Bye.